Welcome back everyone, my name is Abdullah Gori from Alpha Technology, and in this video we will talk about local variable, global variable and static variable. In previous video we have talked about local and global variables, how they works, but in this video we will see more functionality of local and global variable. We will see how they works, how their scope works, and we will also talk about static variable. So before we get started, I want to show you that on our channel Alpha Technology, we are continuously uploading C++ programming tutorials, so you can watch and learn C++ programming for free. You just need to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon and like every video, so it will encourage us to make more content for you. So without any further delay, let's start our video. So in this video, we will learn about local, global and static variables in C++. So let's see an example of local variable. So let's say we have an integer variable which is number and it is equal to 8 in this case. So we want to print the value of this number. So we'll say cout, and here we will say that number is equal to, and here we will print the number variable. After that we will print an inline. So we'll say inline, so it will break the line. After that we want to change the value of number. You can see that if we want to change the value of number, like if we want to make it is equal to, and if we want to make it of its square, we can make it easily in this scope, because this is a local variable and it is accessible in this block of code. And if we print the value of number now, let's say we want to say that number is equal to, and here we want to print the number and n line, and here if we run this program, the output will be number is equal to 8, because first we have assigned the value 8 to the number variable, and after that it becomes 64, which is the square of the 8. So after that if we want to change it with the help of external function or with the help of another function, so we will see that is it accessible in the other block of code or not. So we go on the top, and here we will declare a void method which is change, and it will change the value of the number. So here we will see how it will change. So we will say void, and here we will name the method or function. After that here we will say that number is equal to number multiplied by number. So in this function we are making the square of the number, and we want to erase this line, and we want to make it with the help of change function. So if I say method, we can say that method because methods we use in object oriented programming, so that's why I usually say that methods. So if I say method, it means I am saying that it's a function. Okay, so let's run this code. It will throw us an error. So if we want to see the error, we need to open up the logs. So we'll press F2 and say that number was not declared in this scope, because we have declared the number variable in the scope of main method. So it is only accessible in this block of code, and here we have not declared the number variable, so it is not accessible here. And now if we want to assign, or if we want to create another variable int num, now it will run, but it will not affect the value of the number. So let's say we want to run, the value will be number equal to 8 and number equal to 8, because now we have two different variable. This int number belongs to the main method and this belongs to the change method. Okay, so the point to be noted is local variable cannot be accessed outside the block where they declares. Now let's talk about the global variables. Now what are the global variables? Global variables are the variables which are declared outside of the functions, and they are accessible throughout the file or code. So let's say we have a global variable, and we'll say int number. I have erased the number from here, and I want to initialize it with 8. So now if I run this program, you can see that first we have not declared the number variable in this scope, and we haven't declared in this scope as well, but we have declared it outside of the functions, so it will be accessible by all the function because it's a global variable. So let's try to run this code. Now you can see that the output is 8 and 64 because first number is equal to 8 and then we call change method, it's change and make it square, so that's why it's become 64. Okay, another thing is that whenever any function change the value of global variable, it will be changed for all the functions. Like here we are changing the value of number and now you can see that it is also changed here. Like if I run this program, you can see that the value is 8, so 8 is assigned here and after that we call change method. So change method will change this value, but you can see that this is changed outside the main method, but it's affected the number variable because it's not the property of any function, it's a global variable, so it's equal for all the functions. So this is the global variables. Now let's talk about the static variable. So to learn the static variable, what we will do here, let's say we have a method called show. So let's make this show and here we will go down and make it show. So now in this method what we will do, we will say that int num is equal to 8 and here we will print the value of num. So we will say number is equal to and here we will print the value of num and in line. After that we will say that num is equal to num plus num. Okay, or we can say that we want to make it simple, so we will say num plus plus, so it will increase 1 in every time in the number. To make you understand what I will do, I will run a for loop. So we will say int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus, so this loop will run 10 times. So here I will call the show method. So if I call show method here, what do you think, what will be printed on the screen? Let me know in the comment section and then watch the video. So let's run this program. If you guess this thing, that's correct. So it's print number is equal to 8, 8, 8 and 8 because this is a normal variable which is a local variable of show function. Now let's say we want to make it static. So static variable, to make the variable static we need to use the static keyword and what will be affected on the number. So the only change will be made is that the value of number will be 8 in the first iteration and then it will be changed, it will be 9, 10, 11. Okay, so static variable will constantly change. Now the point to be noted is that whenever we call any function, so we have some variables in the function. If the function has a static variable and when the function is complete, it will not delete the static variable in the memory. Like if we have a normal local variable, whenever we complete the function, the compiler will delete the memory of local variable, or in the memory compiler will delete the local variable. But whenever we declare any variable as static in any function, the compiler will not delete the value of static variable in the memory. So now if we run this program, you can see that the output will be 8, 9, 10 and so on, because compiler will say it is a static method, it is a static variable. So initially we assign 8 and after that compiler will not delete the value of static variable. So after that it will be 8, then 9, 10 and so on. So the point to be noted is that compiler will not delete the value of static variable in the memory. So that's the difference in local variable, global variable and static variable. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you understand all the concept of local, global and static variables. Let me overcap what we have learned in this video. In this video we have talked about local variable. The local variable are the variable which can be only accessible in the block where they declares. The global variable are the variable which will be declared outside of the functions and they can be accessible throughout the program. So any function can access them. And the static variable are those variable, we can say that whenever we declare any static variable in a function, If this function is complete, then compiler will not delete the value of static variable from the memory. It will remain there, and whenever we call the same function again, the value remains same, or if we increment them, the value will be incremented. So that's the explanation of local, global and static variable. Hope you enjoy this video. If you enjoy this video, hit the like button, and if you have any question, you can comment down below. I will answer your all the questions. Do subscribe our channel so you can learn C++ programming for free.